Hi guys, it's Crystal Hand here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about fitment of various parts in the keyboards, and kind of what will work and what won't. So I have a few different models here. I have a dactyl and then I have a manuform. Um, so one of my recent changes was adding a reset button to the bottom of the manuform case cover. And so it's a push fit kind of deal like most of my stuff. Here's the reset button that I've designed to work with it. I've already taken a look at this one and it actually has a bit of plastic. I don't know if you can see that in there. So this is something that can happen. And I'm just going to grab an X-Acto knife and kind of knock it out of there. Let's see. Alright, does not want to seem to want to come out. Let me grab a knife again. And so this is the first time I've seen this particular thing where there's been a piece of plastic in here. But it can happen. I mean, I check as much as I can, but sometimes I will miss people, and I'll get some emails occasionally. So feel free to email me if you see anything that kind of looks weird. So there we go, got that out. And now we can go ahead and add it in. The easiest way I found is kind of just to push the button down a little bit and nudge it in there. Flat head is always kind of a nice thing to have. And then flip it over and just check to make sure the button will depress. Should be able to hear that. So you want to make sure that it's clearing and then resetting. And so yeah, now that's in there. It's reasonably secure. You're going to be able to push it without too much issue. I probably would say put a drop of hot glue on here just for good measure, but that's kind of up to you. So that would get wired to the reset in the ground of your microcontroller. So if you're using the Pro Micro, that's, I believe it's the third and the fourth pin on the right. I'm not 100% sure though. So and then that would fit, this bottom case fits directly on here. It's not 100%. You can see I left a little bit of a gap there, but generally speaking, it's pretty close, and it's nice and secure. And then so the other two things we have is the TRS jack. So this is the model I use. If people are interested in the exact model, they can always send me an email or a message, and I can find you those. And that both the reset and the TRS I do include by default, just because they're $6 for me. You're gonna save yourself a lot of headache, and you won't have to customize anything. So if you do want to buy them directly, you know, I have no problem with that. The shipping can be a little annoying, so that's the only thing to keep in mind when you're ordering from DigiKey or Mouser. So there it is. You do kind of have to make sure if you're getting cables, not for me, that the end isn't big. Mine are very thin, so that'll fit in there, but you can kind of see it's set back a couple millimeters. And I haven't found a great way to do this and keep a nice, like, supportive wall in there, so that it's not super thin. And let's see, then we have our Pro Micro, and so this is going to be the loosest of the fit. Kind of slides in there. I would recommend like hot glue down here to kind of keep it nice and secure. But there's just not a whole lot of room to access these switches if it's originally had a full size cover like that I have here on the dactyl. Just it was turned so it came out to about here, and it made wiring these switches nearly impossible. So I've shortened that, and the downside is you will have to potentially put a little bit of hot glue to make it stick, but it goes right there, and it should hold. And on the dactyl, it is much more secure. Part of that is just the angle that it's printed at. It's easier for me to print this one tighter. So Elite C's will work. I was looking for one. I can't find mine, so I don't have it on hand. They're slightly larger than my Pro Micros, by a few hundred microns. So I would personally just grab a file and shave off the ends to make it a little bit thinner, and then it'll slot into place. The fit may be pretty good for the Manuform, but for the dactyl it'll definitely need to be ground down a little bit. But it shouldn't have any effect on it. There's just pads on the side there, so that won't cause you any issues. All right, I think that's pretty much all I had to cover with this. Yeah, so if there's any questions, feel free to reach out to me either on Reddit or send me an email, or here on YouTube, and I will be happy to help out. All right, thanks. Have a great day.